all over here cry. They cannot get what they used to get again. When the government took over, they put every one of them.
We discovered the issue.
There are some people in the country, they're the one can even say wish for our government because you brought the government to power. So even when they are doing wrong, you cannot tell them because you brought them to power. And people who are there to tell the government, oh yeah, you are doing this, you are doing that, is not good. Sometimes the government can listen and change to do the better. These are people you stand to insult. President Baka, why are children crossing right today? 2 years now into your administration, you said we're not going to see this thing happening in the country, but it is happening.
The Liberian Council of Churches, it is something that they crafted from the World Council of Churches, which was meant to promote peace and justice.
We dig out the facts. We bring the issue to the public to participate.
I was children. I was best children. Why they keep it over there for them to get money without work?
They're lying, looking for wasting all because they're not getting nothing off Latide. No wasting.
It is government that we have here, but it is clear that Baka is not in charge. When the guy will do, they want to take some money onto themselves, but they not lima, then we can wait on the shoulder task force so that we can start with it. And then there are people that are involved. Even the things that are happening in Liberia, he thought that he placed it on the task force.
Issue in the society. We discuss critical issues affecting the nation against socio-economic issues standing to shape the destiny of Liberia. We discuss issues including poverty rates. Human rights concern environmental challenges with a lower percentage of the population struggling to meet basic needs. Human rights violations such as arbitrary killing issue in the society comes to you on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10:30 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. Join our panelists, Aliu Masale and Solomon Bakari from the US of A, and the host, Stephen Contour on Kings FM 88.5.
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they eat their man, they change their mind. What kind of people they sue?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they sue?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they came here, they changed their mind. When they came here, they changed their mind. What kind of people they sue?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they sue?
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Music. Where my be? Where my freedom?
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
When they were coming, they said When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they eat their man, they change their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they came their crown, they changed their mind. When they came their crown, they changed their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo.
Okay, I would like to say good morning and welcome to the weekend edition of the program, Issues in the Society. I'm Stephen Compton. I would like to say good morning to every one of you who are following this broadcast. And so today's Friday, the 23rd day of January, 2026. It is good we are here this morning. We are grateful to God Almighty for the gift of life. And so, as usual, for those of you who are following us via our various social media platforms, we're asking you to share the live video of the Nisha Junior Bar of Melvin Destiny Harvest Power is following us from the US. Venetia is following us from New Crew Town. And so share the live video together. And let's have a great show here on Kings 88.5. All right. And so I hope to be joined by my team there from the US. Again, my colleague, Janen Persimmon, isn't well. And so she won't be here on today. We are hoping and pray to God Almighty that Persimmon joins us on the Monday. Oh, yeah, so that would be good. And so for those of you who are following us, kind of keep Janen Persimmon in your prayer. She isn't well. All right, thank you, Melvin Terry. You're following us there from the Fat community area. And so share the live video. Let's have a great show together. And so today, we will bring about social discussion. Take a break on political issues. Tend to, social issues on today. And so for those of you, our brothers and sisters, we are inviting you, to stick to your radio, your monitors. Let us all have this discussion together. It is very, very much important for us as young people. Yeah, so this particular segment of the show is very, very much important, most especially for us as young people. And also one could say our elderly people as well. Because it is something that, what we are about to talk about today, it is something that is, getting rampant within our society, most especially with the introduction of social media. This is something that is getting very, very much rampant in our society. It is something we need to talk about, right? So it is very important. So now let us begin with this, right? So, what we're about to talk about is the issue that has to do with this bullying, right? Bullying of people, provoking people, laughing at people because of their physical appearance, right? Because of their status in society. There are a lot of things that have been happening, and these things have been making rounds on social media, where people will go about posting other people's pictures on social media because of their physical appearance, right? Or maybe the person doesn't have money. Let's say the person is just somehow overlooked in society. So there is this tendency, right, that a lot of people, since the explosion of this social media, we have been seeing these things happening all on social media, that there are a lot of our brothers and sisters at times who will go about taking other people's pictures, posting on social media, mocking those people, provoking them. And these things, when they are done, they have, a lot of effects on the victim. Thank you. Quinlan M. Banks from Broadville, Motoconon area. Thank you so much for following the show. Right? So, like I told you earlier on, this is a discussion that most especially I would like many of our young people who are mostly involved in today's to be able to follow the show and let us have this discussion together, right? We'll take a break on politics today. We're talking about social issue. And so together, let us have this discussion. It is an eye-opening discussion, an educative discussion. So let us all have this time together, right? So, like I was saying, these things have serious effect on the victim, the person whom, is being mocked, whom is being bullied on social media or even in the community. These things are happening. We have been seeing these things happening. There are people who will just take their phone when they see somebody in the community. Probably the person have some kind of deficiency. Probably the person looks somehow. People always doing this thing. Take the person's picture or record the person, post their video on social media, and other people will be provoking that particular person. It is so bad. These things, for some of you who are following the show, you can bear me witness on these things. But let us start with this. There is an ethical theory. An ethical theory that we are about to look at. And with that, we will be able to build our discussion around this and also show some bit of evidence or pieces of evidence regarding our discussion this morning. Our discussion this morning. So for those of you who are following, like I said, share the live video, and we hope to be joined by Aliyu Masale and that of Solomon Bakari, so that we can be able to go on with this discussion. So let us look at this. Like I was saying, this thing we used to see them in school. They used to happen, right? There were people who, when we were going to school, in high school, we used to see these things happening. There were students who parents by then had the upper hand. And other students who parents didn't have, they would be mocking other students. They would be provoking them. Maybe somebody carry one uniform to school every time. Let me bring on Solomon Barker Reeves, the We Nation man. Let me bring on Solomon Barker Reeves here. Okay, Solo, you are welcome. You are welcome. So very quickly, just talk to your people as we go on with the discussion this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, and good morning to our wonderful people of Mama Liberia. Good morning to We Nation, and good morning to the family of Magibby and Rivers counties.
Okay, good morning also. And so very quickly, you have been following the chat room. We are having a social discussion with emphasis on this social media bullying of people, community bullying of people because of their status in society, and also, their physical appearance and other things. So these things have been happening in country. There are a lot of people who have been involved into this, post people's pictures on Facebook. If somebody posts their picture on Facebook, other people will drag them in the comment section, provoke them, abuse them, laugh at them. And these things, like we said, they have had a psychological effect on other people. And so these are things we are discussing. So very quickly, like I was saying, in school, we used to see these things happening. There are other people who, at the end of the day, they will tell you that I'm not going to school because, I have been laughed at, I've been bullied. My friends will laugh at me and they will quit school. A lot of people. A lot of people stop going to school because of these things. Because not everybody react to certain issue the same way. There are other people, when these things are happening, they will say, no, I'm not going to go to school again because, I'm being bullied. And these things are continuing to happen in our society. And so let us look at this issue. The issue that has to do with this social and ethical theory. Thank you. Aliyu Masale just joined us as well. And welcome, Aliyu. Let's get you on. Speak to your people as we move on with the discussion.
Good morning, Solomon. Good morning, Eve. Good morning, Mama Labria. Assalamu alaikum. Juma Mubarak. How you guys doing? How's everything?
Yeah, fine. We are fine, except for our colleague, Janet Persiman, who isn't still well. I spoke with her this morning. Yes, she says she's taking medication, but she's not too well to come on the show. And so, except for her, yes, I'm fine. And I guess Bakari is also fine.
Wonderful. Gina, we wish you speedy recovery. We wish you speedy recovery, sister. Be well. Okay, we're here.
Thank you. So let us look at the issue that has to do with consequential lesson. Consequential lesson, right? This is an ethical theory that focuses on the outcome of anything that happens, right? This particular ethical theory focuses on the outcome of anything that happens. That is, whatsoever thing you are doing, the outcome of that thing is what the particular theory focuses on. Like, for example, in the Bible story says, one of Jesus' disciples, one of his disciples, he kissed Jesus, right? It was not about a kiss. But after that particular thing happened, after Julius Ascarius kissed Jesus, what was the outcome? Jesus was arrested. Jesus was sold. And he was crucified. So the outcome of that particular action that he carried on is what this particular theory focuses on. So now I want to draw your attention to this. The bullying of people on social media. The outcome of that bullying of people, the mocking of people, laughing at people on the social media, the outcome of that particular, action is what the particular theory focuses on. So there are a lot of people. Now, in recent time, we saw all on social media. There is that lady, as we follow the story, according to what people said, right? I think she came down from Europe. She came down from Europe, and she came down from Europe and had a marriage ceremony, right? I think traditional wedding or wedding ceremony or so. But the pictures were all on social media. There were people who were bullying the young lady because of her love, laughing at her, abusing her because of her appearance. So let me be able to get the latest picture on screen so that you people can be able to get exactly what I'm talking about, right? So that you people can be able to get what I'm talking about. So for those of you who are following us via Radio Land, right? So now let me get the latest picture on the screen. Some of you have been following this particular issue over the time. So there's the lady, right? For those of you who are following us, there's the lady, there's the guy who got married to her. And a lot of people have been bullying this woman. I think for over 1 week, people posting a picture all over, abusing her, saying all sort of things. And these things, like we said, they can have serious impact on people's health, and they are not called for. There's a lady, for those of you who are following us, and now during the period of that time, right, there is the other lady who wrote something. Let me get the little picture. The post she did, right? There is a lady who wrote something on social media. There's the post she made after people were bullying the woman, mocking her, saying all sort of things to her. This lady, Sarah Jala Gwe, she said, this lady who is being bullied on social media because of her look saved my life. Somewhere around 2004 from being drowned in a river on the refugee camp in Guinea. She is a very nice person. Right. So, so we should not be bullying people because of their look. Right? We should not be encouraging these things in our society. They are so bad. And these things, like I told you, they have serious, psychological problem on people's health. And there are other people who don't rather take these things easy. They sometimes sue people. Right? They sometimes sue people. So we just thought to bring about these things, or about this discussion, to enlighten our people's mind, most especially for those of you who, find pleasure in mocking at people. We have been saying this, right? We mock at people, take people's picture, post them on social media, and start to say all sort of things about them. They are not good, because somebody would like to say, since I'm being mocked, since I'm being bullied on social media, what I would do, I would just settle, not move around. Since when I move around in the community, people will try to laugh at me because of my load. I don't have it and other things. People will try to keep themselves indoor. And at the end of the day, depression will come about. And it kills a lot. A lot of people have died from these things, but people taking it to be something that is a fun, something they find pleasure in. A lot of people have died because of this issue that has to do with bullying. People have died from these things because they feel afraid. They feel mugged. That they don't even move around again. They just sit alone, pour themselves indoor and try to grieve because they have been rejected by society. They have been rejected by their own people because of their look. And it is God who creates people. So it is so sad for our society that many of our young people today find pleasure, too much pleasure, in provoking people, mocking people because of their health situation. It is so sad that sometimes people will even maybe you have some kind of health situation, people will don't know. They will just go about, taking your picture without even your consent, recording you without even your consent, and take that, make it out of content. They will post it on social media, post it on TikTok, on Facebook, on various social media platforms, and other people will be there to be provoking you, to be bullying you, to be voking you. And these things are bad. We should stop them. We should not find pleasure in these things because they are killing people slowly. People are dying from these things. And mind you, there are other people who can even take action against other people. And I think people have to start to do this. That's the only way these things will stop. Yes, I think that's one of the issue that people need to start to do, right? You bully somebody, the person takes serious action against you. I think when these things are done, when people go to jail, When people pay money for these things, they will stop. Nobody will not just eat in the morning, you go full, then you just go, you start provoking people, laughing at people because of their look, because of how they look in the community and all these things. God is the maker of everybody. God is the maker of everybody. And so when somebody today does not have it, or somebody today looks somehow, and you find pleasure in doing that, I don't think these things are called for. Somebody in the community, you know, they beg around before they eat. You see that as a pleasure instead of helping the person, provoking the person, laughing at the person. These things can have everlasting psychological impacts on the person's health, on the person's well-being. And it brings about depression. It kills a lot. So let us stop it. Let me move over to my team and have, you know, their own thought on this social discussion. Solomon Bakaris, let us get you. You have been following. You live in the U.S. there. Tell us, how these things go about in the U.S.? Do people bully other people on social media? Let's go. Let's get your own thoughts on these issues. Solomon Bakaris.
Well, thank you very much. If you look at the social media, you look at the AR, those are what we call knowledge. Those are what we call technology. And as you quoted the scripture regarding Thomas, who was one of Jesus's disciples, and of course he tricked him, and then he identified him among the plotters that the person that our case, this is a person, and then of course, as you said, Jesus was arrested. When we read the scripture, the Bible talks about the fruit, and then it talks about a tree. That tree, you should not eat that fruit from that tree, and that tree was labeled or named as the tree of what? Evil and good. That is the knowledge, and that knowledge today we've seen it through the social media revelation. So that is the context that the Bible was talking about. So yes, social media is good and social media is bad, but it takes bad people to use social media for their bad content so that they can get a bad intent. Few months ago, or maybe about a year now, there was a statement of President Donald Trump that they said Donald Trump said he was going to deal with the Liberian people in Johannesburg that were just sitting down there gossiping and doing all kinds of things when that thing popped up, because the AI generated voice wanted to put your voice in and it continue to train that it will suit you. So when you say no, that is a man's voice. So other people, instead of making good use of the social media where you can create your content to establish your online sales, your online store, to make sure that you benefit, to sell your goods and services, they sit there to denigrate, to destroy family, to destroy individual, to destroy countries. So it is not just Liberia issue, but it is a global issue. So you find people using that in the negative way and in the positive way. So there was something that I was listening to, that Great Britain or one of the European countries are about to ban social media, because the social media was intended for good and bad. So if people are using it for the bad purpose, they rather for you to shut it down or for you to restrict the social platform, the social media. So exactly that's what we say. It is painful, but we are aware that the tree that God talked about, which is the tree of evil and good, or knowledge and evil. That's what it is. We have the knowledge today. I can try to change Alio's voice, and then create a picture, whether a nude picture or whether killing somebody or whatever he's doing, and I can superimpose, do all kinds of things without video or without picture, and then it will be identical to Alio, and I can assassinate his character. I can destroy him, and this is what is going on. That's why it is very, very, very good for us to be mindful of these kind of things, because people are using it for good and people are using it for evil. So it is left with authorities to see what can be done. For Liberia, it is sad. Uh, the other people say, oh, this is a freedom of expression. But the expression that you are using is that you are encroaching on somebody else's freedom. So once that is done, then your freedom of speech or of whatever expression is not protected. So, of course, in Liberia, if you take somebody, you take action against somebody, and that person is one of the darling babies, or the loving baby of the ruling government. Whatever you do, they will side with that person, and it's going to create more problem because we have allowed Satan to use and abuse us. Today in Liberia, most of the Liberians, they want for other Liberians here who has been a great help, even in Liberia, for them to be deported. Some of them actually praying for that to happen. So those are the evil that we are talking about. You don't want to see the goodness of the other person, but you want to see calamity, you want to see destruction, and all those stuff. And those are the same mentality that they carry on in the social media. So it is very, very sad and evil for today's world.
Okay, thank you, Solomon Barker Reeves. Let us cross over to Aliyu. Aliyu Masale, are you there now? Okay, Aliyu is on. Let us get your thought on this particular discussion.
Yeah, my man. I'm not too okay, but I just want to hang in a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe it will take away my stress. Yes. Yes. To this issue about bullying, this is something that is very bad. But Liberia is our country, and one of the problem we have is systematic problem. We don't have a system, and that's why you see people do this thing and they go free. Nothing come from all of it. But Solomon, you and I know when it comes to bullying in America, you don't joke with that. You don't even try it. And this is why I always talk to my children not to be involved in anything that had to do with bullying when they go to school, or if you do something to your friend and he or she say they don't like it, say sorry and don't repeat it again. Because I can remember in this country when my son was bullied in school, it wasn't an easy thing. So they called me when I went there. The person who bullied him, they called his parents, his mother was there, his grandmother, and you could see how they were shivering. You see, and she was like, "This my grandson, he can't listen. He can't listen. I have only two girls children. Today, only his mother alone. I have it that the auntie was shot and killed because of bullying." And according to the grandmother, she was explaining that girl used to bully people when she go to school. And this time around, she did to a boy, and when they talk, but because that boy he was bullied, he cried when he go to school. You see his friends there, they will be laughing at him. So he couldn't stand it. Like kind of trauma now, like it was something he had some problem because he was already bullied. His friend then will be laughing at him. So according to the grandmother, that boy went to school with gun. According to during recess period, when her daughter went at the bike, nothing that boy was just starting her, and he went after her. He shot her. She died instantly because she was the one that bullied him. You see, And this thing, you don't joke with it here. So that time the people was like, they call me, we talk, oh yes. I said, for me, we don't know about this thing, but should the people know? We don't even have fire. I'm not talking about our children, we the parents. So the only thing I think there are guidelines here, there are rules and regulations set by the school, and to know what type of disciplinary measure to take against students that bully their friends. For the only thing I will tell you, I don't want it to be repeated. I don't want to come back here again to hear my son say he was bullied. You see, and that boy was expelled from that school because it was something that became a constant habit. Every night, then his parents are going on the campus because of him bullying other people. You see, and people used to call me, son, when he go home, he stay happy. I said, but the man can come to school every day happily. Because as you said, Stevie, when some of these things happen, the child don't want to go back to school
Oh,
again.
yes.
Oh, being among their friends is not good. This lady over there to go and do her direct payment or to go and do her engagement whatsoever, marry, and you people get her picture all on
All
social
over
media.
on social media.
You see, nobody can. It is God that created us. You cannot condemn God's creation. You see, that alone is not good. Why? Go get ready. That alone is not good. You cannot condemn God creation. Go to Krishna to help me. You cannot condemn God creation, something that God created He Himself, and then you look say, "Oh, look at your face, you ugly. Look at your ear. Look at your teeth. Look at your this." It is not good. You can't condemn anything that God took His time to put together. You see, that alone is condemning God. You don't do that. Every one of us in this world, this is how God decided to make us, and this is how we came into this world. So if you see yourself, your 5 fingers, your toes, everything is on you neat, and somebody who is not as the way who is, just leave them, let it be. Buddha, what comes to your mind? We Liberians, that one thing we are not, we need to put into our shoes, empathy. Why for your sister and someone bullying? Why if it were your daughter? Why if it were your mother? How will you feel? People have to be very careful when they're doing these things. Like some of our brothers, when you go out there, you be doing that, you have a mother, how will you feel? If someone be bullying your mother, sister, or your daughter, even a female, some of them they are bullying her. Why if they bullying you because of certain conditions? We have to stop this thing. It is not good for our society. But if we had a bill or a society where people can be sued for some of these things, I don't think we be in the constant habit of bullying people. We have to stop this. You see, because that alone, the person can sue you for emotional damage. You see, you get her picture all out there. It has some psychological effect on her now. You know how she's very be. She's somehow traumatized. The way you people carry her photo with him. So you can be sued for that. But when you do that in Liberia, you're just wasting your time because we don't have a law, we don't have a system to back you or in some of these things. But you dare try that in the world, you can try it. So people who are bullying her and even apart from her, they do it to everybody in the country. It's based on this. It is not good. But if we had a system to set precedent to sue someone and they pay good money for bullying somebody, they sue you for emotional damage and other stuff, and then see how they will go through that case and that person pays some good money, then I think other people will stop. All of these things have to all back down when you set it, and then other people will learn from it. But this issue about people, we have to stop it at Liberia. It's not good. It is not healthy for our society. We are people. We have tradition. We have culture. So we should be able to respect our cultural norms, our society values. These things are not good for our country.
Yeah, so thank you, Aliyu. Like you said, you know, we have been saying these things over and over. Thank you, Tobias Wright Jr., following us there from Cartwell. Thank you so much, my dear brother, for joining the discussion as well. So these are things we are talking about, right? They are so bad. There are a lot of you out there who do these things. There are a lot of you out there, you school administrators. There are some of you following this particular program. You are school administrators, and these things happen in schools all over. Myself here, I experience these things. A lot of people who follow it in school. These things happen. These things happen in school. Like I told you, it lead to other people dropping out of school. They no longer go to school again because their parents never had it. Like I told you, right? And so provoking a person, bullying a person, you bringing one shoe over and over, you doing this, all these kind of things led to people dropping from school. And these things happen, and they are bad for our society. We should not be encouraging these kind of things. Like Solomon Barker Reeves said, the social media is there, to educate, promote yourself. The content creation we are talking about, and there are a lot of people taking advantage of that. But even our bloggers we have in this country, they are the chief executives of these things. Our bloggers, the bloggers, they are the chief executives, officers of these kind of things we are discussing today. There are a lot of them around here who always started. They are the ones who always posting these pictures, right? They are the ones who always doing this thing. Before you wake up one morning, they will just take someone's picture, post it on their page because they have a lot of followers. Post it on their page or their social media or pages, and you see people, women, like that little issue we are talking about, right? It was so sad. Like I saw women. Women, they were the one who were championing that particular thing. They were the one who were bullying this lady. And similar something like that happened on Stella Maris campus. Where they Miss Liberia, I think calmness, right? We saw at the end of the day, ended in court. The lady was bullied, and at the end of the day, she could no longer withstand that. And what happened next, right? You know what happened next? She reacted in a funny manner in which that I took the matter to court. So we should not be encouraging these things in our society. They are bad. They are bad. Like I told you, a lot of people react to issue in different form and manner. You may do it to another person. The person may not take it lightly. At the end of the day, the person may take, like Aliyu said, somebody took gun and able to shoot another person. So these are things that happen. If you bully me, I don't like it. Some people would just take object and hurt you. So they are bad. We should not be doing these things. And to our influencers, that we said the last time, we stress on this issue of people using other people, of children doing all kinds of things. No, these are things that you're not supposed to be doing. You should be using your social media or your blog pages to be sending out, good messages out there. What about setting the culture of our country? Promoting our cultural values. Have you forgotten about those things? These things are important. Instead of bullying somebody because of their physical look, God created people. He knows the reason why. So I don't see any reason why you will see somebody with one hand that you try to laugh at the person. God knows the reason why that particular person was created. And even as such, probably there could be maybe a situation that got the person like that. You don't understand that particular situation, but all you find pleasure in is to record the person, take the person's picture, post it on social media, bully the person, provoke the person, laugh at the person. At the end of the day, depression comes about and that person dies from these kind of psychological impacts. Let us stop them. So let's go over again to our team. Aliyu, is there any other thing there you want to talk about? We'll move over to Solomon. Then we move to the line to talk to our people. As I told you earlier on, this particular topic is very essential, very important for you, our young people who normally do these things, right? There are other people who are following us who like to give testimony of these things, right? So let's go over again to Aliyu. Today is social discussion, no politics. Right? So anybody you call here, you bring politics here, we'll cut you off. Let's discuss social issue. Ali, let's get it on once again.
Yeah, this issue we're talking about bullying. For some of our old people that over there, what think the people talking here? What they think our children can be doing, they be invoking their friend then. That's what we call bullying. You look at your friend, look at a long hair, look at a long teeth, look at a crossy, a cross. Then your friend like it, they be to be invoking people. It's not good. That's what we call bullying. You invoking somebody, you calling the person something that name that they don't like. And you sometimes you can see it happening when we were coming up. Sometimes your friend call you certain name, say, don't call me that name. When the person call you that name, boo, you go, you start there, you start fighting. It's not good. Sometimes when you call your friend that name, John Long here, and then when he passing in the corner now, your friend, then when they see John Long here, then you see whole day your child crying. That's what we call bullying. It's not good. That voking something. It's not good. It's very bad. And that ain't not like what we're doing. BB people, they old papa, old man, and young boy, young girl, then that's what they do. It's not good. We must start doing it. Because if you do it, sometimes somebody, they will do something to you. At the end of the day, then you end up. Oh, then they get to Stella Marie. They were voking her. A Kim Botana say, okay, myself, what to do. And we know what happened there. At the end of the day, they went to court. So that voking business, if you get your son, if you get your daughter, they left voking their friend, say that say the thing you doing is not good. Okay, tomorrow somebody will juke you with something, somebody will hear you with something for voking them. So we should stop our children. We know we get children coming, they doing it. Let's stop them from doing it before they get old with it. And our theory, like you said, we were just talking recently about people using their children for those content and whatsoever. I think thank God the gender ministry came in. Some people were arrested. I think with that, I think it will arrest other people and they will stop doing it. So the issue about bullying, the gender ministry also need to come arresting some of those blockers to see how that will be stopped. All these things is just about grab one person, the other people from it. So the way those people have been arrested, somebody will want to use their child out there tomorrow for content creation in a bad manner. Okay, so that is it. And this issue today, we are talking about social issue. I think something happened, I think a week ago, about one Dr. Sali, who relationship with women in Liberia. I think when he was there, okay, he had children, but then one 11 years old child and the other one 6 years old, and he decided to file in for those children. And Solomon, that Solomon then uno era there. When you want to file for your child in this country now, you have to do DNA for them to really know that this child belongs to you. Because there's something like you are coming to this country, you have a document of people to list all the name of your children, whether the person dead or they alive. So if you never did it, you came here and then you want to file for that person, now you have to do DNA to prove that yes, the child for you. Or even if you were to put that name there, sometimes they will still request DNA to show that, oh yes, because America don't believe in taking. Okay, you just go with somebody child, you say, oh, that your child, you bring them to this country, you just go, you talk with the man, something like way or the pa, all of these things involved. So the doctor decided not to file in for those children and just for them to go do DNA, and DNA proves that these children are not his children. He's not the biological father for these children. I think it was all on social media, all the conversation between those or baby mamas, because there are two different women and two different children. Okay. So these things, they are not good in our society. Like most of the time, I can be like, sometimes the women go out, you have a child, she's not good, you can't be married, you go over there, you sneak in, and you go, you had a child, then you come, you say, oh yes, Mary, you know, I went out there, I had a child, but this to bring her home. She will be like, that child not stepping in this house. That child not stepping in this house. And finally, that child won't come in this house. But you will go over there, you get impregnated by another man, and you know very well that pregnancy is not for your husband, but you will give it to him because he say married woman can born bastard child. That's deception, hypocrisy. That's wickedness to the highest. You see, and today this baby mother have been exposed. This guy, according to him, he spent over 70,000 sponsoring those children through us, education, feeding, and whatsoever he been doing for these children. You see, and just to know that these are not his children through DNA testing. Our sisters, we have to be very careful. Nobody is perfect. I'm not telling you, oh yeah, go out there and do those kind of promiscuous things. No, but nobody is perfect. If you feel to yourself, and it is not insulting women as stuff like God forbid, just like the way it happened, our sister, you have to be very careful. We say this thing because most of the time you people can be the victim. Because like that now, what happened to this baby mother is like a stigma. Any man coming into their life, now they will be like, this girl, she's not faithful. Even having child by you now, or children, they will be doubting. They get myself will marry, and this she get my child. The children she born, are they my children? So that's a stigma right there on you people, on the both of you now. You have to be very careful. If you feel you cannot be pleased by your man, and you want to be a cheating wife, cheating or having sex with another man is not just or another woman. That's there. When we talk about cheating, there are so many things. Even as sitting here and talking on the phone, the moment I see, I just put my phone down, this and that, that's cheating. Anything that is vicious in a relationship is cheating, not just going out there to be sleeping around is what we call cheating. But if you feel like sexually you cannot be pleased by your husband and you decide to go out there to have something to do with another man, don't have unprotected sex to avoid such embarrassment that will come to you in the future. They never knew this was going to happen, and today it has happened. That's a stigma on you. And I'm looking at those children now, the psychological effect, the emotional damage it will cause these children. We don't have anything like therapy to take these children to, because when I listen to the other lady, oh, I can't even say tell about this, say December, he been talking, he want to talk with you, he's not talking. Those children already knew that they were coming to America. They knew that father is in America. What are you going to tell them now? You know how they are going to be? These are children. You see, tomorrow as they are growing up, how will their friends then look at them? This is the same thing we're talking about Buddha. Maybe when they want to talk, oh, your man, I was sleeping out there up to that, she not even said no, your partner. This is the thing. Our sisters, we have to be very careful. We want so, we want hold it so, we hold it so. Let's try to be focused. Let's plan our life. If you get your one boyfriend, you know that he cannot give you what you want, just walk away. Instead of you be having Moses, you having peace when you pray tomorrow. Okay, yeah. Stevie Conto, that boy say, okay, yeah, we together, but he not get money. Oh, Ali, you yeah, then you take it, give it to me. But you know very well, like when you say for something. First Stevie, and the upper hand to give it. This is but you know John, he's a hustler. Even though yeah, they like John, but John a hustler, and this other man, they not really like him, but he got the money. They don't want to struggle with that pregnancy by giving it to John. They will take it and give it to Moses. This is how some of these things happen. So today, I'm not so concerned about these ladies out there. I'm concerned about those children. Tomorrow, because now their mother cannot come and say, oh yeah, this is your father. So you know how they are going to come out now, how are they going to live their life tomorrow? Or they say, mommy, where is my daddy? Mama cannot tell you who your father is. Because who she claimed to be your father, DNA tests are that this is not your father. Who the man that she will go to say, oh, they child for you, for him to come and accept it.
Okay.
So we have to be very careful how we play our game. This is not for our culture. It's not good for our society. The too much of material thing is what leading to some of our sisters into this thing. I'm very sorry if you think I'm coming down hard on you people, but this you want to change different dressing every weekend. You want to stay in 10, 15 wedding, and you are not working, you're not selling, you're not doing nothing. And one man who is a hustler, he will not be able to afford all of these things that you need. At the end of the day, you want to get John on the side, you want to get Gopa on the side, you want to get this other person on the side. You see today, these baby mamas, what they are stuck into. So if you are doing it, just be thinking. You don't know how your own will be tomorrow. Don't say, oh, how I'm doing my thing. Only way you will know how you do your thing, get your one little boyfriend that's struggling to be like, when you're not satisfied with him, you want to cheat on him sexually, don't have unprotected sex. They were discussing this on FM. A lady called that her husband left her, he went for 7 years. So it was not that she was not doing her thing, but she know how she was doing her thing within that 7 years. She never had unprotected sex to her making, but she was brave enough to say it. So you can do the same thing to save yourself and for the kind of future damage. What is going to happen to this children now? Okay, Solomon.
Thank you, Aliyu Masale. Let's join Solomon. Solomon, let's get you on this issue. After that, then we hear from our people. Quickly, Solomon, Bakar Reeves, let's get you.
Thank you very much, Aliyu, for the statements to our people. This is very complicated. Sometimes our female, sometimes they are being forced or raped or being dropped up or given alcohol, and sometimes the man will prey on them. And if that man preys on you, even though that is not your serious boyfriend, but from maybe social activities and all those stuff, that person sleep with you, and then you go home. You the same day or the next day, and your male boyfriend or your husband sleeps with you. When that pregnancy comes, sometimes it is difficult for the woman to really know whether that pregnancy is for whatever happened to her before sleeping with the spouse or the boyfriend. So it is very, very complicated. I have some of my clients who have gone through all those stuff, and of course, we can provide some counseling and things like that, but it's very, very difficult. It's not just the person. It is, I mean, they can't control themselves, or they want to chop so. Yes, that is also another way, but equally so, it's also something else. This person did this thing. They don't want for the big man need to come out, or the other person need to come out, and that girl will be going through the shame and just to keep it. And then, of course, the other person that will be interested, or the other person that the person is actually going on with, they say, okay, that's my pregnancy, and that person has been with a woman even before that pregnancy. So it's very, very complicated. It goes to our men and also to our women. Do not rape or force our people. When we talk about rape, it's nothing for you to the way we look at it. But even your wife, if your wife said she doesn't want to do so and so things, and you do it, that is a rape. You're having an affair without the consent and approval of the other partner. That is rape. And then, of course, you give somebody alcohol, you know that the person's alcohol intake level is very, very low. You give the person alcohol or drugs to sleep with that person. Those are all bad behavior that our men should also desist from, so that we'll not be able to create this kind of unfortunate stuff for the kids. So that's what I have to say for now.
Okay, thank you so much, Solomon. And yes, so Freeman, thank you. Freeman is following us from the US at Kroman. Thank you also. No, I'm not Julius Compton. I'm Stephen Compton. Karen Kroma. I'm Stephen. Okay, thank you so much. And yeah, Ali, you want to say something very quickly?
Yeah, my man, we'll go to that land. This is a social issue. We'll go to that land.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because social issue today. Yeah, now when you open people we call. You know how people like to call when it comes to politics. So let's do our share. Yes. And Solomon said something very important. Yes, some of these things happen again when people are raped. At the end of the day, maybe you don't even say no who raped you, and you got impregnated for that rape. At the end of the day, you born a child, and it all happen like that. If I know that I met a woman who was raped and she had a child, so if I'm taking that child to say that child is in Africa and I want to fight, I think that would be like an adopted child. Okay. You see, if you know you were raped and you have your husband, go and tell him, oh yes, I was raped. And maybe when you pregnant, that man will say, oh, the last time you were raped, this and that. Maybe that your husband, he knew what happened. You see, and then if that pregnancy, if that child for him, or if it was done through the rape, that one you will know how to settle it now. As a man, he know, oh yeah, his wife was raped, and from that rape, she got impregnated from him. Yes. But again,
Masale, what I was saying is that, for example, you have the boyfriend or the wife, and then that rape or that inappropriate sexual behavior happened within a day or two. When the pregnancy comes, the woman will not really know whether it was this man that slept with her yesterday, or it is the other one that slept with her today. So it would be difficult to really distinguish. But where you are raped, also you have the child. That is a different thing. But one of the cases that I have, that was it. So that person doesn't know any other person because the pregnancy was with him. That child was born, and to our surprise, he's not a biological child. So that was the point I was making. Within even an hour, like for example, this happened, and then at the same day or on the same day, you sleep with your actual partner or so. When that pregnancy comes, it will be a little bit difficult for you to really tell who is responsible for that pregnancy until DNA comes through. And these are some of the things that DNA, I mean, for immigration purposes and things like that, those are some of the things that are unfolding. Just to buttress what you were saying. Continue.
Thank you. And last day, before we go to the land, Stephen, today's a social issue. We had to put all those.
Most definitely. Yeah, more definitely.
The last time I saw another lady on social media with James Colette, Representative James Colette.
Yes, with that conversation, right? As a conversation that was trending on social media.
And that's disgusting. That's so I don't even say no. Be very irresponsible and immature of that lady. Okay, that man he is a representative. If he come and propose to you that he like, if you don't like him, it's not anything. But then for you to take social media, a representative propose to you this and that, and bring everything to social media, all your conversation, that'd be very, very irresponsible and immature. Why should you do that? See, it's almost like sometimes you get a woman, she will come and say, oh, John, go approach me. Because she want John, so she will can't tell you John approach her. The one she left, she will never tell you. You see, you know, I don't, there are certain things I don't just want to say, but you want to tell me, or you never or had a relationship with a married man before, or because he's a representative, and you think you want to destroy his character or whatsoever. You don't do that. That'd be very irresponsible. You don't do that. That's disgusting. You see, these are things you can do tomorrow. You don't know, and maybe whether you marry or not, I don't know. Another man will rarely see you. He want to come across you, and he will be like, "Oh, this the girl who can be posting or people chat when you propose to her." That's not good. People should stop doing that. If somebody come and say they like you, if you don't like the person, oh no, I get my boyfriend, I get my husband, that's cool. You go your way. But for you to go and start posting all your conversation with or Representative Colette, that was not good. You see, that was not good. You can't go and do that. That's a lawmaker. Even minus being a lawmaker, even an ordinary person, If I come and tell you, say, oh, fine guy, I like you this and that. Oh, yes, you marry me. I don't want to be in any relationship with married man. I go my way, you go your way. Easy as that. But then we have the conversation. Then tomorrow you take A and put it on social media. What do you want to put? Like you so perfect? Say you came out in life, the person you will is that your first husband? That you coming to be questioning him. I told you you get your this and that, and all the conversation you had the guts to put it on social media. These things, they are not good. You see, that just shows how immature and irresponsible you are. So the person who did that or you didn't do good, you just show your limitation to we the Liberian people, because someone who is legally guided and manner will never behave in such a form and manner. Someone who is well mature and responsible. So you have to think about what you did, and you should apologize to him. And if any other woman in our eyes or any of our brothers, we can see it happening here. Sometimes when something happens, because most of the drama in America here too, maybe they're learning from us what we're doing here. You will see men then posting conversation between they and the girls, and when they come here and they're happy to break up, all that conversation they were happy, then they start posting it on social media. That's the very stupid of them. You can't do that. If the relationship will go apart, let it just go, but going to bring it up, oh yeah, then the text message from her to me, she the one used to be begging me, she the one used to be doing this. We have to stop this thing. Solomon, that's it.
Yeah, so you see, secretly recalling somebody, I don't know whether it is a law in Liberia, but you cannot just secretly recall somebody. That person they can take you to court. If you do it and say, oh, I'm recording our conversation and all those stuff. So to secretly recall somebody and to expose that person, that is illegal act. It's criminal in nature. So some of those things, again, as Alio said, if we're to be punishing crimes and some of those stuff, of course, people will not just be recording people or doing defamation of character and all those stuff. So that's all. We can go to the line. It is okay. Not good.
Thank you so much, Solomon Barker Reeves, and that of Aliyu Masale. Like I told you earlier on, we are not discussing political issues today, right? We just thought it wise to discuss these social issues so that we can be able to enlighten, right, our people out there on these issues that are gradually creeping in our society, and honestly, they are not good. So we may mention of people bullying others. We may mention of the situation that happened to that a Liberian who was based in the U.S. Between his son's mothers, right? And we also talk about this a social media conversation allegedly involving the Bond County lawmaker and the lady. So let us hear from you out there, our people. You can have your say on these talking points as well on 0772239933, 0886-304497, 077798037 are the numbers to call and have your say on these social topics. Let's get this first person. Good morning. Your name and where are you joining us from?
Yeah, good morning, brother. I'm Anthony here. I'm calling from Johnsonville.
Anthony, go ahead. You have been furthering the discussion. Let's have your say.
Oh, yes. Everything the people have said is these are factors that are breaking our society down. Mm-hmm. How we got here, whether the social media maker we got here, and what can we do matters. Mm-hmm. You explain everything, but so for example, mm-hmm. Look at when you go recharge your phone now. You just go recharge your phone. You put your phone on. All the rural thing. The one the children are supposed to see. The children that below ages. Now if you're a child, they just take your phone. Just say go plug my phone, go bring my phone. They will take your phone. Besides that one say, okay, let me buy a phone for them, they carry it to school. That bad thing is on the phone. They're not focusing on the education again. Mm-hmm. They will go there, just say research. they will circle themselves, they will go to a particular place. How did we get here? What are we going to do? It's breaking down our family, it's breaking down our culture. Whether, social media, people are using social media to get rich together, but our own we use it. Ugly part of it. Now what can we do? They too much right. They too much right. The children that they are right. That the children right. All the things that the children need to know. When you let them to know more like now, no more regard. Our own children, they say, they don't forget. Even your transit kind of small, you want to put it on the car, they will not pay to spare, they will spare you to be inside the natural, but they will want to look back to see what you're doing and what happened and blah, 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 blah.
Thank you.
My brother, what can we do? The society is being hindered.
Okay.
So I mean,
we'll continue to discuss this issue. Let's hold you there. I'll get to this other person. Good morning.
Morning, Ali. Ali, you want my message?
Yeah, go ahead, ma'am. They are listening. Go ahead.
Yeah. The professor Barry is bad.
Okay.
That we have that our system. They put it on our separate system is bad. Somebody passing by you. When I get it, I get it. Any person person don't need for you to put a person. If somebody comes about our children, that woman will open your mouth and I'm married our issue. Then you see your woman. Look at yourself.
Why are you talking about? They make it out of song, right? I will not marry. You can remember that all the time, summer, you're being around. The people been singing our song. Yeah, go ahead.
But that's why not good for women. Get ready to marry. Yeah. Any worker for your mom, it can be fine, sometimes it can be bad.
Okay.
You look at yourself and I want to marry our issue. Never be paying you.
Okay.
Allah the time for the man, they say for the time, for the man. So that bad, I mean, thank you, Oman.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Bassett. Thanks for making your own contribution. 077-223-9933, 0886-3097 or 077-980375. We have this person, Edmoka. Hold on, I'm going to take you. Let me take this person first. Good morning. Your name and where you joining us from?
My name is Abuno. I'm calling from Carweb.
Go ahead, Chief. Few minutes. Yes.
Actually, the children now, they look for it because one, they will borrow a married man, they will be in relationship, they will tell a friend or a family, the person is helping me, the person is doing well. But times go by when they're having a bomb at a particular person and the support is not coming. After 1 or 2 years, when another person that be present in society, they will have to go over the kids and say this, the person not helping, the person not doing this. So at the end, they take laying down with different people the means of getting money for them. So most of the parents are there, they look for it.
Okay.
Actually.
Thank you. Let us hold you there. Talk with this person as well. Social issue. Let's go. Let's get this person. Good morning. There should be Edmond.
Sorry about that. Yeah, that's Edmond Carr.
Edmond, go ahead.
Good morning to you. Yeah, me say hi to my son and my in-law in the USA. Yeah, that's a nice topic. And because of these kind of issues, cause people not to go back to school. You know, you went to school and they say you too old for the class, where you can't do among the children.
Yeah, definitely.
All the kind of stuff. So you just make people they just stay away. But you know, those of us who are living with disabilities, we are, if not the most, but one of the most victims of bullying. Okay. Normally, people in this country want to call you by your condition. I'm talking to that blind man over there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking to that cripple man. Please to that cripple man. I'm talking to here. No, that is bully. You know, you can call me brother, you can call me father, you can call me uncle. And he's calling somebody by their condition. That bullying right there. And you will not believe this. Our wives, our girlfriend, they are in that problem. They feel that when you are blind, you should go get married blind woman. How you be blind, go marry blind woman? You're not adding insult to injury. When God bless you, you find a nice girl you are with. The question to be asking, that fucking with that blonde fuck, with that blonde man. What are you doing with that blonde man? So if she is not strong to know what she was getting into, when you come to kind of low, there will start problem will start coming into the room. You start seeing noise coming up because of what people are saying up there.
Thank you.
So the person living with disability, we are the most victims of bullying, and Liberian people need to change their action.
Thank you, Edmoka. Let me hold you there. Get this person. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
You are live. Tell us the name and where you join us from.
Yeah, please. I'm Sonso Ebenezer Weston. We said one of Liberia's legitimate owners. I'm joining from Central Virginia.
Go ahead, Chief.
You know, frankly speaking, the issue of bullying being prior to modernity, it will continue to be here. But the real thing is that bullying have gone to another level. Prior to the coming of social media, if a person is bullied, it's kind of kept within the community and the other places that you kind of like physically make himself or herself available. But nowadays, because of social media, a bully that is done behind the house is automatically a global thing. Why the true that is done here in Virginia, people in China are seeing it, people in the US are seeing it, and those of them who know you start to give you a call that has devastating it is right now. But to be frank and fair, you see the thing they call the social media, it has its own negative side and got a positive side as well.
Most definitely.
The negative side first to begin with. The lady who you kind of highlighted, that lady, before she went to her wedding ceremony, she dressed herself, did her makeup and what have you. She stood before the mirror and appreciated herself.
Definitely.
She appreciated herself. She loved herself. So what concern you about who don't have anything to do with a woman to be running all on social media or affairs? What concern you with that? That's the thing she accepted. That's something she do. Nobody will be going to a wedding, put makeup on their face without looking at herself before they go to the ceremony. It is not possible. So she stood before the mirror and appreciated and accepted herself before she went to public. Now you sit down there, instead of focusing on your matter, you take your smartphone, you want to ridicule her. What for? What for? Now, let's the positive side of this entire thing. Quite recently, something took place in real life where a market factory got a fire and people were trying to loot. You see that some of the people who went there and were looting, one of them was kind of caught on camera carrying an icebox, a figure.
Though she has denied that.
Now, listen, here's the thing.
Okay.
Hasn't it been that social media have brought her to the spotlight? The show who have been different today.
Definitely.
Hasn't it been that she was captured? If they were going to capture another person like they did with her, that person would have come back remorsefully and apologize. You can look at the video, the way she was taken out, doesn't mean that she was in any way trying to rescue.
Thank you.
But it's just that she was brought to the spotlight, she has to take a U-turn. But just as a mayor, before I can conclude, let us learn to use this properly and not to use it the way we are using it today. You see people engaging after they instead of going to their A, people trying to go live.
Yeah, people will be dying, they will be recorded.
Let's stop it.
Thank you, my dear brother. Let's hold you there. This other person, few more calls, then we go home. There's a weekend edition. We are on social discussion. Good morning. Your name and where are you joining us from? Yeah, Greg, go ahead.
Yeah, Konton. I agree with all what Masale said.
Okay.
What Masale said is true. They marry women and they some. What's for them? The children they get born. They not for the hot money. What's for them? They some. So what Masale said? What Masale said is not loud. What's for the children? Our mother by one time one boy telling the boss marry this son and then leave. But we are writing about the president who can marry people. This is a my boy. They are more cool. So what Masale is what's for them?
And the bag minute, like you said, they're gonna get secret. They the
boss tell me, the boss tell me, marry my sister at that meeting. They don't care marry women, the hotel, the motel, they will carry them. I said I laugh because sometimes when people passing, you see woman putting food on one of my yeah, they please direct the person I laugh. That mean the person is so I will not even marry for now. But people can see, and mother is lying. What mother say is true. What are the women there?
Okay. Thank you.
They can't have paper and use the teacher when she can't. Who woman can be inside?
Thank you. That's all you do. That's all you do. That's next person. Good morning.
Yeah, Konton, how you doing, my son?
I'm okay. There should be Ma Sisi from Cloud Town.
Yeah. Let me say to my son, Masale, my Win Nation brother, my big brother. So, Masale, you people are steady. We the women too should be careful. We should be careful. Or children should be careful. Because nowadays, even when you fast, where your child then will bring it up. If you do anything in the room with your child, then pull them out because if you do about phone, they smart at that. Your probably say when you're talking about yourself, you want a friend will take another friend. So be recording you to put it out. And social media is good, but what they're doing it now is bad. Somebody who have problem, then you take it if you put it on social media. Tell them the problem very few. And probably the spot they call themselves blocker. If the government is to take action, they will stop. But you can take action and say, oh, that I free. Everybody get that free. Everybody do everything that they want to do. No, they will not stop. Even if you beat wife, they will come and record and put it on social media. They will make it fun on it.
That's
even the woman naked and they can't put on social media. They play fun on social media. That's wrong. They're going to stop. They must stop so not correct. Thank you.
Yeah. So before you go, Masisi, you have been around for a very long period of time. When you are in Grand Crew, in the interior, you dance that song. They call I will not marry. I will.
No, that's proper. It will not Grand. Don't get
when you are in Grand Crew in the interior.
I didn't hear that song in Grand Crew.
Where you heard? Where? In Maserati.
Yeah, I forget. Yeah, it's why they can prove me wrong. Or they can put me right and come and say it.
And you
did. I hear that song in Ekate or Grapefruit Kate. Wakito Moto. I never hear that song.
You dance it.
I hear that song.
You dance it.
What dancing it? I know our fully song for me.
Okay, let me hold you there. Thank you. There's the weekend. Let me hold Masisi. Good morning.
Good morning, Stevie.
Good morning.
Assalamualaikum to Mr. Aliu.
Malekum salam.
Yeah. I pray for Guinea, my daughter Guinea, so she can recover and come.
Okay.
Then I pray for all people there to diaspora. I want to say small thing, the thing happening. Let Allah bless them. Let all the things good for them. So we too will be there our lady.
Okay.
Coming to the point, the thing that is happening to my daughter. Her friend can be laughing. You in university room, then now you're selling kaya on the street. Then the guy can tell you anything else, no people are playing. You say, Baga, you don't want us all the team money you are coming to the fire. Anyway, blame ourselves too. Because we don't get right to go put that papi in power. We put in the
okay, all right. So let's hold you that CDC papi. You know the papi cannot talk something without mentioning small politics. Let's hold you there. So we are out of time. Let me quickly run over to my team. I know there are a lot of you want to comment on this issue. As usual, we'll be discussing this kind of social issue to be educating our people out there. So let me quickly go over to the team. Let me get their parting statement as we go home. Solo, let's get to a meaning for you.
Thank you very much. Most of those issues that we have, Liberia is a replica of America. In other words, because we say that America colonized, or we are linked with that of the American culture and what have you. So people can abuse the social media in so many ways. When one of our brother was in Morocco, and he was doing all of those things, cursing, doing this for women and all those stuff. When the people really got to get it, what he was talking about, they have to kick him out of the place. And of course, he have to come back. What our Ministry of Gender started, that should be carry on to our house so that they can put regulation when it comes to social media bullying and all of those stuff that destroying our younger generation and our country at large. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Aliu Masale, you are there. Let's get to as we go home.
Thanks to our callers. Yes, everybody said it. And like you said, sometimes we may have some of these discussions to educate our people on some social issues.
Aliu, are you
keep personal issue to media? It is.
You need to check your sister. We are not getting Aliu.
Oh, okay then. Have a good weekend. See you guys Monday.
Okay, thank you so much, Aliu Masale, there from the U.S. And you listen to Solomon Abaka Reeves. I would like to say many thanks to every one of you who called to make your own comments on issue we talked about today. For those of you who follow us via our various social media platforms, and also make your own contributions through our comment section, I'd like to say many thanks to you. Coming up next is a program King's a Local Daddy, and the man Sam Andrews stands ready to bring you the program. I'm Stephen Compton. Stephen Compton is my name, and we are taking our usual weekend break. Monday, by the special grace of God, we will be here with another fascinating discussion. But before then, do have yourself a blessed weekend and stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. Good day.